Hi there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a review of a very pretty Amore wig called Samantha, and the color on Samantha is called Coffee Latte. Now I try to use as much natural light as possible in my reviews, and you know, sometimes the weather cooperates with me and it's nice and sunny, and other days not so much. So today we don't have much in the way of natural sunshine. I played around with different lighting schemes, and every single lighting scheme I was using made the color look way more gold than it actually is in real life. So this was actually the truest I could get to the color, so I'm gonna leave it like this. So even if the video looks a little dark, just know that I do play around and try to find the scheme that makes the colors look the closest to how they are in real life, because to me that matters slightly more than whether or not I look good, you know, because I think that it's very important to showcase these colors, which is why I try not to review the same colors over and over and over again. I try to pick a wide variety of colors, so that way, you know, eventually I'll hit on one you're interested in and you'll be able to know exactly what it looks like, or at least as close as I can get it with modern technology, which, you know, as great as it is, still has its limitations. So I digress, back on topic. So I get a lot of questions about this color, this coffee latte. So let me zoom in so I can show it to you with a little bit of light that is coming in through the window here. And you can see it has a dark brown base, and then on top of that you have these light golden brown highlights. And there's a little bit of medium golden brown thrown in. You can see little hints of it right there. But I mean, the majority of the highlight shade is that light golden brown, but it's very subtle. You know, I mean, here obviously that's a bigger highlight, but the highlights are concentrated mainly towards the front, and they're not dramatic. They're not like, you know, if this were a blonde color on top of this, it would be much more dramatic. But it's a subtle highlight. It's just very pretty and only a little bit lighter, and it just really adds some depth to the color. So it's very, very pretty. Now I get asked what the difference between this and the chocolate swirl is, and the difference between this and the chocolate swirl is that in addition to this light golden brown highlight, the chocolate swirl also has kind of like an ashy blonde highlight, and there are way more highlights because it's a swirled color. Swirled colors have, I just like went like this, sorry, the like exclamation points. But yeah, swirled colors have a lot of highlighting, and obviously this is a more demure, classic sort of highlight scheme. So the difference between this and another popular Renee Paris color is Java Frost. People ask me what the difference between this one and Java Frost might be, and I think, you know, the chocolate swirl is actually way closer to Coffee Latte than Java Frost. Java Frost has a lighter base color, and it has a lot of highlighting, because, you know, just like all of their frosted colors, it's got a lot of frost basically all over the head. So it's much different than the other two. So basically it just boils down to how dark do you want your base color to be. You know, if you want it to be dark, then you've got the coffee latte, or you've got the chocolate swirl. And, you know, if you want a lot of highlights that are very dramatic, go with the swirl color. And if you want a little bit more of a tasteful, demure highlighted shade, go with the coffee latte. So hopefully that helps people who are kind of like on the fence between those three shades, figuring out where to go. And of course, you know, there's always dark chocolate. You know, there's espresso, which I hate the spelling of, so I don't use that spelling on my site because it makes me crazy. But same thing with raspberry with a Z. Who does that? Ugh. So anyway, but yeah, you could always go with something that doesn't have highlights. But if you're in the mood for something that's highlighted, this is a very nice choice for somebody who doesn't want a lot of highlighting, just a little bit. So let's talk about Samantha. I've always wondered about this wig because the Amore line has lots of bobs. Lots and lots and lots of bobs. So many bobs. You know, the Noriko line kind of specializes in, you know, shaggy cuts, layered cuts. I mean, they have other styles too, but the majority of their styles, if you look at their whole collection, they're all kind of layered and shaggy. And the you know, they do have bobs, but they're like layered bobs. Whereas the Amore line has much more conservative options, and they tend to be more like traditional bobs. And then, you know, the Renee of Paris base line has trend pieces. So, you know, they cycle through their pieces much more rapidly, and they tend to be more like, you know, celebrity focused and that sort of thing. So, you know, this is one of their many, many bobs, their myriad bobs. And, you know, so I was wondering what's the difference between this and some of the other ones. Well, the difference is the length. The length is interesting on this one because, yes, it's a mid-length, and they have quite a few mid-length bobs. But this one is in that weird gray area, you know, where it's like not quite long enough to be like what you would consider like a classic mid-length, and it's not short enough to be like what you would consider like a classic bob. So it's an interesting length. I'm gonna measure at the front here. The front layer, make sure I got all that. It is really long, actually. And this is not the bang, this is just the front. This is 11 inches. And, you know, it's longer in the back. So if you're ever wondering what these measurements mean that are on the site, now you know. They mean what I'm doing right here, which is measuring. And it's 14 inches from the top down. So let me show you all the way around what this wig looks like. I push it forward because otherwise it just kind of lays on my shoulder like a lump. Like I said, it's in that weird gray area for me. If I were personally buying this wig for my collection, I would go for something that's either, you know, 2 inches shorter or something that is, you know, longer than this. It's a weird length for me. Here's the back. It moves very nicely. All of these Amore wigs move very nicely, and they all have this very lovely double mono top. And there's this side. So, you know, I will say I'm not terribly impressed with this style. It's kind of blah to me, but I'm sure it all depends on who's wearing it. I think that somebody might be able to dress this up or have it customized in a way that will be very stylish. This bang wants to flop forward like that. It's quite long. The bang is, here, let me tell you, from the hairline down is 8.5 inches. That's really long. So you could like tuck it behind your ear, but to me, again, that's just very plain Jane looking. Again, that's personal opinion. So for my personal taste, Samantha isn't really hitting any of the notes that I really look for in a wig. Now I do think that it's a nice wig. It's well made. All the Amore wigs are very well made. I'll take the cap off so I can kind of illustrate the point. You know, they all have this luscious double monofilament top, this very nice polyurethane strip in the front, as well as stretchy open back. The perimeter doesn't stretch hardly at all though, so if you have a very large circumference like I've mentioned in previous reviews of Amore wigs, this wig will fit tight. But on everybody else, this will fit very, very comfortably and very securely. That's what the top looks like up close and personal, and you can actually see the color very well here too, and see all that beautiful light golden brown highlight mixed in with that dark brown base. Very pretty color. You know, the wig doesn't have much in the way of layering. It just kind of wants to curl under a little bit. It's got a little bit of a roundness to the ends. So, you know, it's a traditional cut. It's classic. And I'm sure that it all depends on, you know, how you accessorize it and what kind of personal style you go for. I'm a very out there, colorful, kind of nutty person, so I like bold and fun and funky things. And, you know, so this is a little conservative for my tastes. But that does not mean that I don't recommend it to anybody who likes it. If you like the way that this particular little bob looks, by all means, you will not be disappointed if you purchase this one. Because, like I said, it's very well made, and it could be very easily customized to look however you want. Like, you could have a stylist cut a bang into this if you want. And it has a very natural amount of volume, which I know is very, very important to a lot of people. You won't have to thin this wig at all. It's very, very natural amount of volume, but you still get plenty of hair. So it does have its strong points, you know. So I don't want to just overload this review with negatives. Just because I personally wouldn't wear this, you know, on a regular basis, doesn't mean that it's a bad wig, you know. And so because of that, I'm still going to recommend it. But it's just going to have to depend on what your personal taste is. You know, if you want something that's a little bit more classic and conservative, this is a wonderful option. So again, this has been a mixed bag review of the Samantha wig in the color Coffee Latte, which is a beautiful, rich, dark brown highlighted shade. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.